Hi, welcome to Free Spirit and welcome to the overall going into June 17th. So before we get into the messages, before we get into the cards, I just want to give you the spirit message. It was so much about the power to rise again, the power to rise again. So I just want to parlay. I actually had to print out what I was given so I don't ramble and just pass it on. But if you find yourself getting emotional or you're having feelings bubbling up, just to speak it to someone you trust, email it to yourself if you don't have anybody, air it in some way, just get it out. Because what's happening is if your emotions and feelings are bubbling up to be released, speak it, email it, air it, just get it out. You're going to be granted with a clearing, a higher perspective. Now released of the old baggage, you rise up again, and knowing that you can hold your own and rise again. So there's something about like feeling your emotions and your feelings, and it could be not just what I was getting, not just from one circumstance that's happening in the present, but it could be from the past, things that are bubbling up, almost like a constant pattern or a constant feeling or a constant emotion. Just speak it, email yourself, air it, and what you'll be granted with is a clearing. And it's almost like the gravity of the feelings holds you down, and once it bubbles up and you release it, you rise again. And so they're supporting the power to rise again, your power. And they literally ended it with, you can hold your own and rise again. So know that any uncomfortable feelings or emotions that are bubbling up, to not try and bury them down, to actually speak it, air it, email yourself, get it out, to be released, because as it's released, you rise again. Like quite literally, that's what they were giving me. So it's probably for the things that you're doing in your life. It's almost like freeing you, giving you a higher perspective. You'll have more power to rise. You'll be up a notch in your energy again. So they're definitely supporting your energy, your ability to rise again, even if feelings and emotions are bubbling to the surface, to know that it's to be released. And literally they said to hold your own and rise again. So I thought that was so powerful. So powerful. Okay, so we're going to tap into the archangel messages for the journey. We're going to tap into the energy we're dealing with. We're going to tap into the goddess guidance. We're going to tap into what to surrender to make it easier. We're going to tap into messages from heaven, loved ones passed on, our spirit guides, and end it with guardian angel messages. Whatever the length of the video is, I always look up the angel number message for the length of the video. It will be the first pinned comment. Just clear out, get ready to receive. Definitely trust your own intuition besides what I say. And remember the cards, because it could feed you now and later. It will feed you now and later, because it's really divine support, love support, backing for the journey. So let's get into the messages and just get ready to receive what wants to come out. So let's tap into the archangels for the journey going into the 17th. The power to rise again, to hold your own and rise again. So, okay, let's see what wants to come through for the journey of the 17th. Landing on the heart. I love when it does that. Yeah, again with the past. There's something with the past. I'm telling you, this is the second time. So there's something about like bringing things. There's so much coming on from the past here. So we're getting peace, almost like with the past. I'm telling you, there could be feelings erupting here from the past. I'm just saying this. And we're having the Four of Ariel, and we're having the Knight of Raphael. So definitely they're telling you to release the past. And I'm telling you, there could be a bubbling of things as we're doing that, almost like reconciling the past. It could be bubbling up feelings, emotions, and things like that. So this is the major arcana. So no doubt, feel this in your heart and mind. They're trying to really cleanse you at this time, to really release the past, that there is a more enriching future coming, to let go and let God. And what I'm saying in the beginning was what happens in the process of releasing the past. What happens when you're letting go and letting God, that you're really trusting and having faith there's a more enriching future coming. This is where the divine is really feeding you at this time. And what I was touching on is the feelings and the emotions as you're reconciling this or releasing the past could be happening this week, or a little bit before this week, during this week, after this week. It's almost like you're prepping for a new chapter. right? There's a more enriching future coming. Here they're saying embrace your inner child, new friends or rekindled relationships, children or childhood. You could be reconciling things from the past. I just want to say you could also be reconnecting with things from your past. But I do think release the past. There's a lot of past things. So whether it's past issues, past relationships, past projects, past what you were dealing with, it's that. I really think it's a lot of things going on with the past here. And there could also be like almost a reconciliation with it. This is the Four of Ariel. This is all about stability in the physical, right? So they're telling you that when you give, you also receive, being resistance to change, extremes in how you save or spend money. Now, they're trying to bring elements of the past to a better stability is what I'm getting from this, and what they want you to do that. If you're trying to let go of the past, move into a more enriching future, what things from the past are you bringing more stability to? That's where they are wanting you to get a move on. Literally, the Knight of Raphael is telling you committed romantic relationships, you're being swept off your feet, situations or topics that make your heart flutter. So they want you moving aligned to your heart on the things for a more enriching future. And what from your past are you bringing to like a better stability at this time? That's what they want you to get a move on, and you're going to be aligned to your heart to do so. You're going to be illuminated, aligned to your heart, making those moves on the things that maybe from the past you're trying to bring to a better stability. There's a huge thing about letting go of the past. There's a more enriching future coming, and to know that in your heart as you're making the moves. So it's definitely like bringing elements of the past to a new stability, to having a new outcomes and more enriching future. I mean, that's where they're bringing you in your heart. Now, to be illuminated like this and making those moves, there's some kind of process here that's asking you to really let go of the past at this time. And you could be lighter as you're really making the moves away from the past, knowing that you're moving to a more enriching future. And that's what I was talking about. And so there's definitely elements of the past here where you're bringing things to a new stability. You're trying to make it in a more stable, more secure, bringing more stability to elements of the past as you're going forward here. That's what I'm getting from this reading. So yeah, there could be anxiety, like what they're saying. There's like, as you're thinking about this, as you're making the moves, you're definitely getting some anxiety, doubts, fears, things kicked up. They're asking you to have peace. Like as you're thinking about your moves for a more enriching future, trying to bring in more stability, more give and take, more, from the past. And here is, I love this. This is spirit blasting those doors open. This is adjacent possibilities. They are telling you to release your anxieties and everything as you're thinking about your moves for a more enriching future. Have more peace, because the spirit is blasting open doors. There are going to be adjacent possibilities as you go forward. Like trust as you're going, the doors are opening. So that's the piece that they want you to hold in your heart as you're going forward, as you're thinking about your moves for a more enriching future. Moving from the past, bringing in more stability, more abundance, whatever it is. It's really like peace. You're going forward through possibilities now for a more enriching future. And that is where they're guiding you almost despite any feelings, like release the past and everything else. So let's get the goddess guidance to bring this home and see where is the guidance. So make those moves through adjacent possibilities now. And as you're thinking about it, try and release, have peace instead of any anxiety about it. This is really bringing like new stability to the past. In new ways. It's going forward. It's really releasing the past, going through new possibilities here. But what does that take? Because I feel like we've been through almost, I want to say the ringer, because this card is like a whole process. I'm just holding this up. Like as you make your moves for a more enriching future, leaving the past, going into a more enriching future. I just want to see how they're supporting us. Infinite supply. Release your anxiety as you're thinking about this. There's going to be adjacent possibilities when it comes to bringing more security, more give and take, any worries you're having about that. They're telling you to hold in your heart as you are going forward from the past. You are supplied for today and all of your tomorrows. This is part of the adjacent possibilities Spirit is telling you. So you might think ABC and be discouraged. You might be looking at things, seeing things and being discouraged, right? Having anxiety as you're thinking about it. They're telling you, hold in your heart peace, infinite supply. You are supplied for today and all of your tomorrows. Adjacent possibilities. You're making your moves with spirit. So you're connected with infinite supply and possibilities. We're overriding what you're thinking, anxiety, right? And here, guiding children. Yep, you're good at helping, counseling, healing children. Use your skills to help children now. Before we were getting, as you're helping yourself, you're helping others. You're being divinely moved used at this time. That you're definitely helping other people, almost to see the adjacent possibilities as well, or to make the moves like this as well. Like release the past, going forward. It's a more enriching future. But remember, there's infinite supply. There's adjacent possibilities. There are doors that are opening as you're making the moves. So it's kind of Spirit's trying to bring forth the like, have peace. Release this anxiety when you're thinking about your abundance. See how he's focused on his abundance, right? Up here, it's about bringing the past to a new level of security, stability. And it's like you're making your moves, but they want you to have peace in your heart. Now, I'm telling you, if feelings and emotions are bubbling up, they want you to know there's infinite supply, that there are adjacent possibilities, that you move from your heart space. I'm trumping these cards up here. They want you there. It's like peace. Have peace. There's a more, release the past. There's a more enriching future coming. Let go and let God, and just keep making your moves like that. Here are the adjacent possibilities. I know I'm going over, but we need to override that. And that's what they meant by free your feelings. If your emotions are bubbling, if the past involved, like now you have bubbling feelings, emotions, speak it, air it, email yourself, because know that you're making your moves. There's a more enriching future coming. They want you illuminated and risen. You rise. Keep riding that almost, like, because it's you making the move. So you have to stay in your energy, in your power to do so. So don't be deflated by the past. That's why I think a lot of things are coming up to be literally released, so that you're making the moves for a more enriching future and aligned to infinite supply and adjacent possibilities. So don't get anxiety about what you're looking at, what you're thinking about. Just keep going aligned with Spirit, because they're blasting open adjacent possibilities. Now that has come up twice now, to have faith in that and trust in that. It's landing on the heart here, so they definitely want you to know that as you're making your moves. Look, it's landing here in your heart as you're making the moves. Surrender to complete healing. Open fully to the loving, compassionate forces of the universe that support your physical, emotional, and spiritual healing. They're supporting you and your moves. They're supporting as you're going here into a more enriching future. Have peace. Like you're on your horse, making your moves. Picture this as you walking to a more enriching future. The past is back here, going into more enriching future. It's adjacent possibilities, right? So open to complete faith, literally. Open fully to the loving, compassionate forces of the universe that are supporting this, right? That's what they're saying. That is what they're saying. So it's above you almost. It's like that's where they're keeping you aligned to, and that's where you're going for a more enriching future. Just have faith. Have peace and faith. That's you're making your moves for that. Now it could be adjacent possibilities. They want you to understand. It's almost like real trust and faith that that's where you're headed here. Infinite supply. You're supplied for today and all your tomorrows. So besides what you're thinking, is what they're saying is like have peace. Release the past. There's a more enriching future coming. Let go and let God, and keep making your moves. Yeah, you can't make this up. I mean, they're saying despite everything, and you're probably, what I'm saying is you're not feeling this. You're not, because what you're thinking is anxiety. You're seeing what's right in front of you. You're not seeing this yet, but they're telling you, make room for that happy ending. It's now within your grasp. I mean, that's what they're saying. So have peace with the moves. This is where it's headed. Have peace that they're giving you adjacent possibilities. Have peace. There's a more enriching future coming, literally. More enriching future. You are supplied for today and all your tomorrows. Despite what you're thinking and focused on, they're trying to bring more stability, adjacent possibilities to you. You keep making your moves aligned to your heart. They're moving you to a more enriching future. Release the past, and they're assuring you a more enriching future is coming. And it's by the moves you're making aligned to your heart. The prayer is landing right under peace. Let go and let God. You cannot make this up. You cannot make this up. They're bringing this up. So like have peace as you're moving on for a more enriching future. This is what you hold on to. It's going to keep you illuminated, risen in spirit, and like aligned with the moves. And they're saying have peace as you do this, as you're moving on to a more enriching future here. Prayer, dear guardian angel, help me dissolve. Here's the past. Help me dissolve the past guilt or regret. Help me to see that all is always in perfect and divine order. Help me to let go of the fear that I project on my future. We had the thinking man and the anxiety here. There's a lot of projection as we're moving on from the past to the future. They're telling you to override that with peace as you're making your moves, because there's going to be adjacent possibilities. Like spirit is with you. You're kind of going, I mean, that's what they're saying, and your supply for today and all of your tomorrows. So definitely have more peace about the future here. Definitely, I mean, I don't even know where to put all this, but help me to live fully within each precious moment and feel your eternal love within and around me. See the illumination? Feel this around you. Help me to realize and fulfill my true potential. So they're helping you to fulfill your true potential. There is a more enriching future coming. They want you to have peace as you, like, hold that in your heart for real. I almost hear myself, and I think it's because of the past and what we're thinking, but they're assuring, make room for happy endings. There are adjacent possibilities here. So no matter what it looks like or anything, understand that you're aligned with spirit, like have peace with this. They're really overriding what you might be projecting or thinking, right? Surrender to complete. You're completely with them as you're going forward. It's to bring in more stability, more enriching future. Have peace. Have peace. They're helping you to really release the past and anything that could be bubbling up that's affecting your heart some way or having you overthink things, because there's infinite supply here, adjacent possibilities. You're making your moves. Let go and let God here. Let go of the past. There is a more enriching future coming. If you hold on to anything as you're making your moves, I know I keep going through that, but this will override. I always say, you can't just say, don't think about this. I always tell this to my family. You can't say, don't think about this, because then you're just going to think about it. You replace it with peace. You replace it with, this is in your heart. You stay focused with this as you're making your moves in the physical, that you're releasing the past. There is a more enriching future coming, right? They're with you as you do this. They're telling you that they're with you as they do that, and they're actually supplying you with adjacent possibilities to make room for happy endings and stop the anxiety and the focus. Look at the action is on the bottom of it. Interesting, because that's the knight that's making the action moves in line to his heart. So let's end it with additional guardian angel messages. So hold in your heart peace, release the past, more enriching future. Release the past, more enriching future. And you're going forward aligned with spirit, and remember, infinite supply, adjacent possibilities. So when you're focused on things and you don't know everything. This has come up before. It's like sometimes we get stuck in our head because it's like, this is a new enriching future. This is releasing the past. Gratitude. Oh, they're thanking you. Remember, they said you're helping, you're counseling, you're helping others. You're being divinely used as you make your moves, by the way. You might not even realize how you are there for other people in your life, because this card came out, and that you're guiding and helping people. You're good at helping, counseling, healing children. Use your skills. You're helping others at this time, and the angels, they're helping. They're again thanking you. Now, this came out in another reading recently as well. So thank you. This is a heartfelt thanks to you from someone you recently helped in some way. Ari, your guardian angel, also wish to thank you for the unconditional love you emanate to the earth, humanity, and those around you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You are eternally blessed. May peace, you can't make this up. May peace, this is peace. May peace, grace, and love forever guide you along your sacred path. And here is your path. I mean, this is as you're making your moves. So they are definitely thanking you for as you're making your moves and everything else also. And may peace, grace, and love forever guide you along your sacred path, because you're also guiding and helping others. So there's a lot of gratitude for you. But this is so much about as you're making the moves in there's a more enriching future coming, despite what you're thinking and feeling at this time, to really override it with more peace, that you're going forward. There's adjacent possibilities. There's rooms for happy endings that you don't even know of, so, oh gosh, it landed right in my lap. Affirmation. Be aware of your language and thoughts. Remember how they said in the beginning about what you're feeling. Be aware of your language and thoughts. The most powerful statement you can ever make, think, or feel is thank you. Be grateful for all the blessings in your life as we acknowledge the divine order of the life that the universe responds with ever greater blessings. You are a powerful creator. all you say and think resonates through the heart of creation, and creation responds accordingly. So yes, so that's why they're telling you to make those moves with profound peace. Like, know what is supporting you. There's adjacent possibilities. They are overriding your anxieties, your doubts, anything you're projecting on your future, because they're saying they're release the past. There is a more enriching future coming. Let go and let God and continue to make your moves. They're definitely telling you to have peace. There's a lot of gratitude for you for the love that you're pouring out to other people at this time. This has come out twice back to back. There's an affirmation here that as you're making your moves, quite literally be grateful for everything. Understand and acknowledge there's a divine order to everything, that they're supporting you, and all you say and think matters, quite literally. And matter is what we see in the physical. So all you say and think matters, and that's what they're pointing out. So the anxiety and the thinking, man, all you think and feel matters. So they're really trying to affirm for you whole peace in your heart. There's a more enriching future. And they're also bringing to you adjacent possibilities. So you don't have to, like, hold that in your heart. You don't know everything, and there's happy endings. Make room for happy endings. So you're going this way with that into a more enriching future. Have peace, more enriching future as you're making your moves. Like, hold that in your heart. So yes, so this is a beautiful reading for the 17th as you make your moves, as you're riding, bringing in a more enriching future. Have peace. And you could find that they're really opening up adjacent possibilities for you. That you probably don't even know of. Be wary of what you're thinking and feeling. Like they said in the beginning, speak it, air it, email yourself, align yourself with peace as you're making your moves, and stay aligned with them, because that's what they want. This is the heart. They want you to know that in your heart as you're making the moves. Have peace, right? There's a lot of gratitude for you. They're opening up adjacent possibilities. There's definitely a moving on from the past to a more enriching future. And what does that take, right? Because you definitely want to bring in more stability, security. You definitely want to be going into a more enriching future. So have peace with that, because they're right there with you, affirming that to you. So, it's beautiful reading. I wish you the best. Take care. Bye-bye.